Hello and welcome to How Not to Play, the channel where I play video games badly. Today we are going to be starting a platinum playthrough for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the sequel to the Final Fantasy VII Remake, the sequel to the original Final Fantasy from PlayStation 1. I mean, come on, this game's like 20 years old, still going strong. This is amazing. Remake was a phenomenal game. I loved it. I couldn't wait for this Rebirth to come out. I am so excited to play. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get into it. But before we do that, a quick overview of what we're going to need to do for the Platinum Trophy. I have done a little bit of research. It looks like we're going to need a minimum of 2 playthroughs. Nothing is missable because once you get to the end of the game, it goes into open world and you can go back through chapter select, do whatever you need to do. So you don't have to worry about missing trophies as you go along. So your first playthrough is going to be to enjoy the game, go through it on easy mode, difficulty doesn't matter. The only difficulty setting that does matter is for your second playthrough will have to be on hard difficulty, which isn't unlocked until after you complete the game anyway. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start our first playthrough, grab as much as we can along the way, and then find ourselves a platinum by the end of this journey. Does estimate 150 to 200 hours to platinum this game, so be prepared for a long haul and a whole lot of enjoyment. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm not going to show you the whole 150. Any of the grinding and stuff we'll cut out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I am so excited. So I was going to recap what happened in Final Fantasy Remake, but I don't have to because we have this option, the story so far, so let's take a look.
When there is so much to tell, where should I even start? With all that we saw, what we heard, what we felt, this planet of ours, destiny, our part in it. Best to start at the beginning, perhaps. Midgar, the city of Mako, ruled by the Shinra Electric Power Company, who drained the planet of its very essence, the life stream, and processed it for industry as Mako. Our world was dying, and so few could hear her cries for mercy. Those who could rose up in her defense. The anti-Shinra rebels, Avalanche. Among them, Cloud Strife, an ex-soldier hired by the Resistance to destroy Reactor 1. In Sector 8, amidst the aftermath of the attack, Cloud met a flower seller named Aerith. She offered him a yellow blossom, one said to symbolize reunion. And thus was destiny set in motion. With Reactor 1 gone, Avalanche set their sights on Mako Reactor 5. Unfortunately, they were playing right into Shinra's hands. The company was able to draw the wool over the people's eyes. And in the end, destroyed Sector 7, killing thousands and laying the blame at Avalanche's feet. Though dear friends were lost, Avalanche had no time to grieve. Aerith had struck a deal with Shinra, who took her into custody. With her capture, Shinra's obsession was within reach. The fabled Promised Land. For Aerith was the last of the Cetra, the ancient stewards of the planet, and only she could guide them to paradise. To save her, the team infiltrated the Shinra building, the company's beating heart. It was here that I, another prisoner, joined their story and assisted them in freeing Aerith. Yet during our flight, we came face to face with a man thought dead. The vaunted war hero, Sephiroth. Before he could be stopped, Cloud's foe fled with the corpse of Genova, the cataclysm from the stars and the catalyst of our plight. Eventually, we too made good our escape. Pursuing troopers defeated, we raced toward Midgar's edge. Yet Sephiroth once again intervened. Suddenly, deafening screams rent the air. Whispers, the arbiters of fate, descended upon the city. Before their imposing wall, Aerith warned us. This was Destiny's crossroads. Every moment, every action, every step taken had all been as the Whispers willed it. To fight them was to break free. On the other side of fate, Sephiroth waited, the Whispers undulating within him. Cloud brought his blade down upon his rival, sundering destiny. The fight won, and the shackles of destiny broken. We stood before the unknown, a world of boundless freedom. It was there, beyond where fate could follow, that a new journey began.
I probably should have mentioned spoilers ahead, but honestly, yeah. If you didn't know that going into this, then that's kind of your own fault. So yeah, at the end of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, we killed Fate. Which means, from a game developing standpoint, that they can do whatever they want with the story going forward. They are not bound by the original Final Fantasy VII game anymore. The remake was pretty spot on with how the original game went, as far as going through Midgar, going through the city, doing the different quests and so forth. And the remake ended right about where Disc 1 ended from the original game, at the edge of Midgar, leaving into the open world. And so that's where we are at here with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, except we are no longer bound by fate. We are no longer bound by the original game. So I have no idea what's going to happen. This game can go in any number of ways, and I am so excited to see what happens. Alright, so we open up our new game. We can check whether or not there is any save data from the remake to receive poison bonus items. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So if you have completed the Rebirth demo, it looks like you get a Kupo Charm. If you've completed the remake, you get Leviathan. If you've completed the intermission, you get Ramu. and so we can check to see if we've got any of those. I have actually only done the remake at this point, so I should get the Leviathan summoning materia. Oh, I did download the demo. I just didn't actually play it, so I guess that's good enough, and I can get the Kupo Charm there and the Leviathan. Awesome. So for camera controls, you can set, I prefer double invert. That's just what I'm used to. Whether or not sound will play from your wireless controller speaker. I'm using a headset, so that doesn't really matter. And difficulty. Okay, so we got easy, normal, and dynamic. That's a new one. Easy is basically just story mode. This is probably what I'm going to play on simply because I'm not that used to the controls. You can change this at any time, so if easy is too easy, you can upgrade it to normal. This is more battle focused, so that the battles are going to be more intense. You're going to have to actually push buttons at the correct times. And dynamic. Enemy difficulty adjusts based on your skill level. That is interesting. So I think if you're bad, the enemies are bad, and if you're really good, then the enemies get harder. So if you like a challenge, this sounds like the best one. Because with easy mode, as you learn the controls and get better at fighting, the enemies will just be easier. With normal, it's going to be kind of hard learning the controls, but once you do, then you've got, yourself in the fight. With dynamic, as you learn the controls and get better at executing commands, your enemies will, in theory, get better at executing against you. Anticipating your actions, dodging maybe, I don't know. I think for the sake of sanity and storyline, I'm just going to start off on easy, and we'll kind of see how things go from there. Whoops.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche. The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai, and has begun investigations into the matter. course. This is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 flight.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see. Ah, over there! Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
We still have one suspect.
you're right.
Ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword.
Back over here.
Get him on board! Prep for takeoff.
The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble. Quick, get the camera off him. Come on, this way.
Contact the SAR team.
What?
Targets have been secured. We are exfilling via helo now.
Move it! We're taking off!
What?
Hey! Turn that off! The survivors are being taken away! I got it!
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit. Too much Mako. But he'll be fine.
Hey!
Aerith!
What is going on? We should be after Final Fantasy VII, not before it. What? I mean, so this is Zack. Yeah, he's from Final Fantasy Crisis Core, which takes place before the events of Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. He should not be here. And as far as I know, we won the battle with Sephiroth. So I'm not entirely sure why they were all found dead or dying in the rubble. So yeah, let's try to figure out what happens here. So we've got camera, we've got motion. They didn't actually tell me how to move, so apparently screw tutorials. If you don't know how to play a game by now, you're just SOL. No menu though. Alright. None of the other buttons do anything, so all we can do is control the camera and our feet at the moment. So let's go in. Oh, uh-oh. Well, we can't go this way. It's blocked off by a cone. So they seem to be looking for Cloud, who was, you know, running through on the motorcycle. I'm not sure how Cloud ended up Well, maybe the story will explain it. Well, I mean, I don't know why we're Zack at the moment, but we need to find Red and Aerith, though. Sounds like they're close. Yeah, here we are.
Get away from her! He's got a buster sword! Terrorist!
Combo charge. With triangle, attack with square. Did I skip a tutorial somehow?
Heads up! Come on, let's get it!
Oh, I see. Our Chunk combo has to charge up.
Laying down, sorry.
It looks like circle is a dodge. X doesn't do anything. Oh, our R1 blocks. Right joystick toggles the lock.
Where's the ancient? Heads are gonna roll if we don't find her. Just shut the hell up and search!
This is so messed up. All of it. But I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
She can't die. Not yet.
All right then. Seeing as we've got the time, want to tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure. If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and what little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck. It's really coming down, huh? Hey man, sure don't look it. Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this?
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, rein it in.
Sorry. No can do.
Kids.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point. Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first. What do? Call a ceasefire with Wutai. Stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends in our 12!
Let's go. You take one, I'll take the other. Wait in the truck.
No way! I got this!
Oh shoot, we're fighting as Sephiroth. So yep, we'll use our right joystick to lock on, circle to dodge, and attack with square. Disc Gorgon defeated. Which Gorgon? Disc Gorgon.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
Nibelheim. That's where they built the first reactor,
So now they're all alive?
right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall.
Are we jumping
Something
timelines?
was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Home sweet home, right? Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents, though, right?
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father...
Whoa there! Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
Alright, now we get the menu. So we can press the menu button. From there you can review party stats, inspect inventory, change equipment, and adjust settings. Here we go, we already found most of this. We can hit circle to roll or jump. Interesting. And we gotta check. Alright, so now we're finally in control of Cloud. Okay, this is obviously 5 years ago at Nibelheim. So I know that we're in the past now. But what was going on with Zack? I mean... And Zack going after Aerith in the chopper, crashing, her dying? Is that like some kind of alternate timeline that we created by killing the Fates? But now they're in Calm, which is a city outside of Midgar. I know that from the original Final Fantasy. But so after going through the Fates, they made it out of Midgar, went to Calm, and now Cloud and Tifa are telling the rest of the party this story. But what's going on with Zack? Anyway, back to the menu. So we see that we are here with Cloud. Square on the pause menu opens up photo mode, where time stops, allowing you to manipulate the camera, apply filters, and get a screenshot. Huh, interesting. Sure. I don't really care about photo mode, though. Alright, so if we go here into our system options, we can go into gameplay and combat style. This is the menu option that we missed when I was starting up the game. You can do active, gives you complete control of your actions, or classic, where actions are performed automatically, and then all you have to execute are the special commands, the limit breaks like Braver and stuff like that, the triangle commands, I think. But your character will automatically attack or block as you move yourself closer to enemies. So you can do either one there. We'll go ahead and keep it on active for now. You can set your camera, graphics, language, all that stuff. Claim content and bonus items. So here from the DLC bonuses is where you'll be able to get your DLC content. But I have to finish my flashback first, it seems. So we'll just go do that. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it all the way here to the end, please take a quick second, hit that like button. It really pushes the channel out into the algorithm. While you're down there, you might as well go ahead and hit subscribe to be alerted to any future installments in this series. And once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.